Hello and welcome to Only Connect, the semi-finals. And Jack Whaley-Cohen wanted to make a couple of tweaks at this stage to freshen it up. But I said, if it ain't broke, why fix it? And he said, well, that flies in the face of evolutionary theory, which dictates that tiny, random changes need to frequently occur for the development of the species, as the beneficial changes become more common over time due to the process of natural selection. That's why we're all sitting in the studio instead of swimming in the primordial soup with brains the size of peas. And I said, nevertheless, people like the missing vowels round, and we're keeping it. Our first set of semi-finalists are, on my right, Alan Hay, a freelance journalist who only completed a bungee jump when he realised there was no refund policy. Lindsay Baumeister, a law graduate who won a free photo at a Segway experience for wrapping Ice Ice Baby in its entirety. And their captain, Alan Flanagan, a scriptwriter and journalist who ate Chinese food at the house of Stuart Copeland from the Police, found out some interesting things about Scientology, then mistakenly called him Sting on the way home. United by a love of murder mysteries, they are the whodunits. Now, you beat the Corkscrews to get here for the second time. You'd lost to them before.
Yes.
Is timing the secret of quizzing? And if not, what is?
Oh, we have no idea. We're kind of in shock that we're here, but we're very happy.
Well, good luck. You are playing, on my left, Paul Taylor, a data analyst who refuses to eat anything for breakfast which is not a traditional breakfast food. Ali Lloyd, a software developer who has sat in a tree to watch a band called Lightning Bolt. And their captain, Katie Steckles, a maths lecturer who has a brown belt in karate and has been to Timbuktu. United by a passion for puzzles, they are the Puzzle Hunters. Katie, you have had quite a dramatic, kind of jagged journey through this competition. Talk us through it.
Well, we had a really good first match, a not spectacularly good second match, and then we had another match, and then we played against the team that we lost really badly to again and beat them. And
how are you feeling tonight? What's your prediction for this game?
I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen.
Well, let's find out. We tossed a coin. Whodunits? You won, but you've decided to put your opponents in first. So, Puzzle Hunters, congratulations on making the semi-finals. Please choose a hieroglyph.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
OK. Is that a character or a song or a...
Not as far as I know. Get another.
Oh, yeah. Next. OK, so that's accompanied by a sickle. It's yellow.
It's in the top, yeah.
It's in, yeah.
Get another.
One.
Yeah.
Next.
What's it? Pig, I'm not sure.
Could be a pig. Should we get the final one? Next.
He sits in a big... Is that the program where he sits in a big chair and does stories?
2 seconds.
Paul.
Do they all sit in a big chair?
You're enjoying having that poison chalice handed to you there, Paul. They do not all sit in a big chair. Whodunits? You've got the chance for a bonus point.
Do they all represent the workers in these particular kind of things?
The lower classes.
They stand for the working classes. Tell me a bit about the clues.
So the hammer on the Soviet flag, I feel like that represents the workers. Boxer in Animal Farm is a metaphor, euphemism, something anyway, a horse, who represents the workers and then dies building a kind of pointless building. ABC in Les Mis, I don't know that. And then Ronnie Corbett was
the sketch with John Cleese and Ronnie Barker as the upper class, middle class and lower class.
That's right. And ABC in Les Miserables, it's the cafe, the ABC cafe, and it's called what would be in French abaissé, as it were abased, and that is something of a comment on the working classes. The song that is sung in the ABC cafe is Red and Black, which some of our viewers might remember being sung rather beautifully on this show by John Payne, an excellent former quizzer. Let's have a look at it.
Red, the blood of angry men. Join in, please. Black, the dark of ages past. I can't really stop. It's really a little bit.
Absolutely lovely. We love you, John. So well done to you. What would you like for your own question?
Can we have the Horned Viper, please?
Yes, you can. Ah, it's the music question. You'll be hearing your clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
In the Yeah,
it's the jumping in the record I want my jockey to play.
Next.
There are bells on the hill,
It's like Disney or something like that.
but I never heard.
There are Beatles. Beatles performed them all, possibly on the same album. Till There Was
I
You.
never
fuck you.
heard them at all.
All songs that were recorded by the Beatles.
They were all covered by the Beatles. Very well done. After just 2 clues, what did we hear?
Roll Over Beethoven and Till There Was You. That's my favourite Beatles song.
I can't remember how that song goes. Maybe you could remind me.
There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Puzzle Hunters, what would you like?
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Okay. Is that like a town, a county, and a country? Yeah. Next. So it could be something in each of the 4.
Do they have the same abbreviations?
It's the same postcode. Next. Right. We've been there. Next. No idea. There's one in each country of the UK.
Who are they? Are they the, like...
2 seconds.
Are they the centres of those countries?
They are the centre points of the home nations. That's absolutely right. Cwmystwyth in Ceredigion in Wales. It's actually a sheep farm there. Don't. That's the central point of Wales, and then we're looking at Northern Ireland, Scotland. And what's interesting about the centre point of England? For so long, people believed that it was in a place in Coventry, that there was a cross put there marking the spot. And then in 2013, the Ordnance Survey took the title away and said, no, that's not the centre point, it's Linley Hall Farm in Leicestershire. Back to you, whodunits, what would you like?
Can we have water, please?
Yes, you could. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Dalgi. Okay. Yep. Do we have any hurdles? Okay. Could be next. Maltese. It could be Maltese, as in like, is it swapping up letters or?
Yes, it does.
Corgi, Corda, Maltese. Next. Schnauzer. It's mixing up, swapping them for what though? Why would you swap a schna for a put? Why would you swap a? Next. Are these mixes? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Crosses.
Are these crossbreeds of dogs?
Tell me something else.
Is it a crossbreed?
That's not it, I'm afraid. Puzzle Hunters, do you know?
They're crossbreeds, but with they're not the normal names for those crossbreeds. You've taken the other parts of the names of the dogs.
That's what it is. It's crossbreeds renamed. So what would the Dalgi normally be?
Is it a Cormation?
Cormation. Yorties, a cross between a Yorkshire Terrier and a Maltese, normally called a Morkie. What about the Pouncer?
Schnoodle?
It's normally called a Schnoodle, a Schnauzer and a Poodle, and the Shar Spaniel, obviously the Cocker Pay, a Cocker Spaniel and a Shar Pay. Well done, Puzzle Hunters. You get the bonus point. And what would you like for yourselves?
2 reeds, please.
2 reeds. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
OK, is that the Shakespeare play? I don't know what's the first line, but it says 1961, like a particular performance of it. Next. That's a line from the Bible and a date. Is it the date that they were all said by the same person? Yeah. Next.
Let's get the last one.
Yeah. Next. 1939. First said in a particular place.
Is it the time that they refer to right now? Oh no, that can't be right. Sorry.
Is it the time that these lines, the year that these lines were first said in the Royal Albert Hall?
Not the answer, I'm afraid, but a creative guess. Whodunits, do you know?
Is it lines that were used in speeches in those years?
That's not it. Genesis 4:16. So Cain left the Lord's presence and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. to a Mouse. That's the Robert Burns, which has the line, the best laid plans of mice and men, gang aft Agley, and the battle hymn of the Republic, of course. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where...
Grapes of Wrath are
The
trod.
grapes of wrath are stored. It is titles of John Steinbeck novels. Those are the publication dates of The Winter of Our Discontent, his last novel, East of Eden, Of Mice and Men, and The Grapes of Wrath. So no points there. But whodunits, you may have a question. The Lion. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
Tree. Next. Is it the Ivory Coast or Guinea-Bissau? Next. Teddy bear, named after American presidents. So could it be named after presidents?
It's not Liberia, is it? It couldn't be Liberia. I don't know where that is.
Go for the next.
Next.
Yes, go to it, yeah.
Are these named after American presidents?
Yes, they are. Which presidents?
So the teddy bear would be Teddy Roosevelt. The Hoover Dam, J. Edgar Hoover.
Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover, sorry. My apologies. And the African country is...
Monrovia.
It is the capital of Liberia, named after James Monroe. And do you recognise that first clue?
Is it the Trump tree?
It is not the Trump tree. It's the Eisenhower tree. It's on the golf course at Augusta. It's at the 17th hole. Well, it isn't anymore. It was actually removed a few years ago because of storm damage, but it's named Eisenhower because Eisenhower wanted it removed much earlier, of course, because he said it interfered with his golf. And rather gamely, they not only left it there, but they named it after him. That means at the end of round 1, the puzzle hunters have 2 points, the whodunits have 5. Sequences round now. What happens next? You ask for a tree to be removed, it stays there and it gets named after you for all of history. Puzzle hunters, you'll be going first again. What would you like?
Lion, please.
OK, you'll be seeing the first in a series of clues. What would you expect to see in 4th place? Time starts now.
It's a cycle by race. Is it
the
part
thing
of the
they do in
sequence?
like the Omnium or
No, it's
whatever?
not.
Another thing you do.
Next.
I guess like the order they were introduced into the Olympics.
It's the number of participants. We want the 4. So we want the team. Oh no, what is it? The team pursuit.
Team pursuit?
Men's team pursuit.
Okay. The men's team pursuit.
Would be an acceptable answer. And what's going on here?
It's how many participants there are on these 4 indoor cycling events.
That's right, they are cycling events with 1, 2, 3 and then 4 contestants. Very well done. Whodunits, what would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
The 6th prayer book. Why are they both capitalised? So it could be associated with something with the prayer book. Next. Mary the First, we Wyatt. Is it something you could see this?
Did they? No,
She was Bloody Mary.
Would it be the King James? If these are versions of the Bible, could it be like King James version or
Oh,
something?
maybe.
Go for the next one. Go for the next.
Next.
It's got to be. I don't know. Maybe. No, is it people who?
No, we've
Yes.
Gunpowder Plot James first.
So who's after Elizabeth first?
Is it
James first.
Oh, no,
Was it,
I
wasn't
don't.
It was him.
Go.
Okay, James the First.
Gunpowder Plot. Gunpowder.
James the First, Gunpowder.
Is the right answer. And why is that?
It's the plots against those royal figures.
That's absolutely right. Plots in the reigns of successive British monarchs. Puzzle hunters, what would you like?
Water, please.
OK. These are going to be picture clues. What would you expect to see in the 4th picture? Here's the first.
OK, it's a gigantic chair. Yeah. Another one?
Yep.
Next. That is chocolate.
All the types of chocolate.
Don't know where that's going.
It's 10 by 10 square, I think.
Get another.
Should you get another one?
100 pieces. Could it be 1,000 pieces? 100 pieces?
10 pieces and things that are 1 piece. Like what?
I mean, maybe we should get the next one.
The next one.
Yeah, next. Oh, that's some coal. The letter O.
And why would that be?
I was working on the assumption that coal is somehow a subset of chocolate, and then O is a subset of coal.
Oh, that's not the answer I'm looking for here. Whodunit's trying to have a go for a bonus.
I'm going to go with carbon.
That's not it either. We're looking at one enormous chair, lots of chocolate, and
wouldn't it
lots
be
of
lovely?
coal.
Wouldn't it be lovely?
A warm face. Do you have any idea what's happening?
It's a song.
It is a song. Eliza is singing. It's the musical My Fair Lady. It's the thing she dreams of having when she's cold in the street. What would you like for your own question?
The Twisted Flax.
The Twisted Flax. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
We'd have to go next because... Next.
Jupiter.
I think it's... Yes. What is it?
Is it going to be something with planets? Is that one Jupiter?
Saturn, Jupiter. So it could be relative to Earth. So my fair... I think it's probably Earth 1.
Yeah.
Because it's the measurements. Yeah.
Will you try that?
Yeah.
Go for it. Or E24.
No, I think it's
E1.
E1.
I'm afraid that is not the answer, so I'm going to show the third in a sequence of the Puzzle Hunters for a possible bonus.
365, try.
Yeah, E365.
It is E365. It is 1 year, but it's 365 days. These are the number of days in a planetary year on Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, and next in the sequence moving inwards towards the Sun, Earth, 365. So well done, you get the bonus and your own question. What's it to be?
Horned Viper, please.
OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Looks like a Swedish word, maybe?
It's sort of like it's Dutch or something.
Dutch, yeah. Yeah. Next. That's China, right?
These are provinces.
Yeah. The place in the world that has the most of those things. Should we get the third one? Next.
What's the sequence there?
That means three
cities.
So it's that going to be 5, 4, 3, 2.
So yeah, something with 2.
Twin Peaks.
Would be an acceptable answer. What is happening in this sequence?
The place name means that many of the thing.
5 houses, 4 rivers, 3 cities.
It is places whose names derive from the numbers 5, 4 and 3. So 5,005 houses. People think that Sichuan comes from 4 rivers, Tripoli, 3 cities, and at clue 4, something involving 2. So it's Zweibrücken, or you might have said Tweebuffetsmeteen Scootmorsdood Skeetfontein, which is a farm in South Africa whose name means the spring where 2 buffaloes were killed with a single shot. It was a moment worth celebrating forever, wasn't it, for those people? Well done. Back to you, whodunits, for the last question of the round. The 2 reads, or zwei Rieden, as I call them. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
1 + 1, plenty of fish, POF, person of... Next. 2 IQ. Oh no, this is airport symbols 2 + 2.
Let's go next.
Next. What can...
9.
3 + 3 is 6. 4, so it's going to be 4 + 4. ABC, maybe?
Yeah, what's worth going for if we need more time?
2 seconds.
4 + 4, ABC.
Not it, I'm afraid. Puzzle Hunters, do you know?
4 + 4, J, S, Y, V.
Very well done. 4 + 4, JSYV. Excellent answer. And why?
It's the word for the number and then moved that amount through the alphabet.
So we're looking at the word 1 moved 1 letter forward, 2 letters forward, 3 letters forward. So we need to hear what letters come 4 places after F, O, U and R. Very well calculated under pressure. That means at the end of round 2, the whodunits have 7 points, the Puzzle Hunters have 9. Who fancies a horrible semi-final connecting wall? Good news, whodunits, it'll be you that's getting the first one, but you can choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Dale, Umbria, Cumbria, Rice, Smyrn, Mackie Roll, Nori, Dory, So a humidor is a
Smoke,
hat.
dragon. Humidor's for cigars, isn't it?
Humidor is a cigar.
Nori is seaweed.
Seaweed, so nori,
Smooth
maki,
dragon.
Yeah.
rice,
Yeah.
and anything else that looks like it might be part of sushi.
Dory.
Dory.
Mirror.
I'm going to try
Maybe.
mirror and I'll try that 5. Anything else jumping out at you?
Bard. Rusk.
Try soba.
Natural humidor.
If anything jumps out at you guys, I'm happy to do something. And what am I
Humidor
forgetting?
soba.
Okay, Bjorn. Could they sound like something? Bjorn. A bard is
Bjorn
a.
again, Bjorn.
Smaug is played by your man. What's his face? Benedict
No,
Cumberbatch.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
Is there a letter change in something? That
Can
one
you do rusk, rice, baker?
Oh.
and
St. Christopher.
Wait. I've got iron, drab. Is there anything else backwards? No. Rusk, baker. What was that?
rice and Christopher?
Yeah. Okay.
So iron could be just an anagram of an element of a metal. Lead, iron, lead.
Iron, lead, barium, and boron.
Humidor.
Humidor with a yes. Okay.
3 lives.
Go for the ones
Bjorn,
that sound
Smaug,
like.
Bard,
Go for the ones that sound like.
Natto.
Natto. Okay.
Go for the ones that sound like sushi. So maki dori.
Maki dori.
Mirin natto.
Mirin natto. Okay. And
Maki dori.
soba. I'll try it. Okay. Do anything else about the last group?
Bjorn, Bard, Natto.
Bjorn.
Unless they're all dragons.
Maybe.
Ah, that's it. Your 3 lives are up. But you found 2 groups on that horrible wall. Can you tell me the connection? Rice, Baker, Christopher, Rusk.
Are they US Secretaries of State?
Very well done. They're US Secretaries of State. Dale, Umbria, Nori, Humidor.
Are these anagrams of elements?
They are anagrams of elements or metals. We've got lead, barium, iron and rhodium. Very well done, difficult anagrams. And you can get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There we go. Mirin, maki, soba, natto.
Are these elements of sushi?
They're elements of Japanese cookery, that's right. There seemed to be thousands of them, didn't there, at one stage? And the last group, Dory, Bjorn, Smaug.
Are they Tolkien characters?
They are Tolkien characters. In fact, they're all in The Hobbit. So that is 2 points for the groups you found and all 4 for the connections. That is a total of 6 points. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them the other wall and see how they get on. Puzzle Hunters, you've got the water wall, 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Okay, there's things that are an abyss.
Yeah.
Okay, any more?
Lacuna.
Right.
Callard and Roch, Coronation Street cast members.
Yep, Callard, Roach.
Sumter, I don't know.
Potentially. There's so many names here, we need something else.
Fort Wayne and Fort Knox and Fort Worth.
Fort Lauderdale.
They're all like American.
Yeah, there'll be another one, Fort Benning. Because Knox is...
Greville. Marital.
And Benning.
Is there a worthy thing with Marital?
Bruce Wayne. The Bruces.
Maybe Gregson.
Let's do the forts again. Fort Knox, Fort Worth. Which are the...
Maybe Greville or Marshall even.
Fort Marshall. That just sounds like court martial.
It does.
Callard is definitely a quarry actor.
Mr.
Benning maybe.
Roach. Benning.
Ovid. Void is an anagram of. Could there be? Oh, Marshall. Ovid. They're anagrams of poets. I don't know what any other ones. Greville and Sumter, probably.
That.
Yes.
3 lives.
Try the forts again.
Okay, Fort Knox, Fort Worth, Fort... I'm sure I've tried Fort Wayne and Fort Lauderdale.
Benning and Lauderdale.
I'll try it.
Gregson. Press.
No.
Fort Worth, Knox, Gregson, Lauderdale, maybe.
1 more life. That's it, your time's run out. But you found 2 groups on that nasty wall, and what are the connections? Abyss, gulf, chasm, lacuna.
These are all words for a big hole.
An emptiness, exactly so. Marital, void, Greville and Roach.
Anagrams of poets, classical poets.
I'll take that, Roman writers. Very well done. What a ridiculous category. They are anagrams of Martial, Ovid, Virgil and Horace. Roman authors. Very well done. And you can get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. Benning, Wayne, Sumter, Lauderdale.
These are all forts in America.
They are the forts you were looking for. And the last group, Worth, Knox, Callard, Gregson.
They're potentially actors in Coronation Street.
They are actors in Coronation Street. You were looking for those for a long time as well. But you found 2 groups and you gave me all the connections. That is a total of 6 points. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Whodunits have 13 points. The Puzzle Hunters have 15. So it's very close. And really, you're all brilliant. You all deserve to be in the final. I'm sorry that only one team can be. Good luck. Fingers on buzzers for the missing vowels round. I can tell you that the first group are all politicians with double-barrelled names, and those names put in alphabetical order. Puzzle Hunters.
Jacob Maurice.
Correct. Puzzle Hunters.
Bailey Long Rebecca.
Yes, it is. A more obscure one, this. Belisha Hall Leslie. Next clue. Whodunits?
Alec Douglas Hume.
Yes, it is. Next category, they include both numbers and letters. Whodunits?
Postcode.
Correct. Whodunits?
Chemical formula.
Yes, it is. Whodunits?
Strong password.
Correct. Puzzle Hunters?
Car number plates.
Correct. Next category, first lines of limericks by Edward Lear. Puzzle Hunters?
There was an old man with a beard.
Yes. Whodunits?
There was a young lady
Not it, I'm afraid. Puzzle Hunters, do you know?
There was a young lady of Ryde.
Yes, it is. There was a young person of Crete, is the line we didn't hear because it's the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores, the winners with 20 points and through to the final are the Puzzle Hunters. Very, very well played in this very difficult quiz. Whodunits? You finished with 16 points. I am so sorry. You have been brilliant. One of my favourite teams of the year. But the good news is you're through to the best match, the 3rd place playoffs. So we'll be seeing you again as well. Thank you for playing. And thank you for watching the show that has people every Tuesday morning saying to their work friends, I actually got one right last night. But maybe not tomorrow. Goodbye.